Hey guys, Brady here with your daily tennis lesson. We're discussing how to become more explosive this week, and today we're going to be looking at the serve. Mark is going to be our muse here today, so let's go ahead and take a look at one of Mark's serves and see if we can tweak it a little bit to make him a little bit of a bigger server. Okay, Mark, here you go. Okay, so right off the bat, he kind of hits a couple important, positions. Gets a good shoulder turn, has a decent toss. He got a little bit of lift off the ground, which means he's jumping up to the ball. So all in all, a pretty good serve. But if we're going to start to see Mark serve the ball bigger, there's a couple things we got to do. So Mark, go ahead. I want you to toss this ball and just hold your pose. Don't worry about hitting it, okay? Okay, good. Now, this left hip here, you guys, is a really important, there's a position I want you to start to meet to make your serve more explosive. If you notice, Mark's hip kind of moves straight up the side of his body. What I would like is for him to start to pop this left hip farther into the court. And if you notice what happens there, immediately we get more of a 45-degree angle in the shoulders. If he doesn't do that, if we bring that hip back, you guys can see how the shoulders are more level. So he has less ability to really go up to the ball and too much of an ability just to kind of swing out to the ball. So we pop that left hip out. It creates a much better trophy pose for Mark, which in turn gets us to point number 2, where we saw some lift out of Mark's legs, but I think Mark would agree with me, it's going to be more comfortable bringing this hip out if he bends his left knee a little more, okay? You agree with that?
Yep.
Okay, so now in this position, you guys, you can see we've just created, this form where it looks like his whole body is ready to really drive up to the ball, which I think you will start to see is going to be a higher vertical jump off the ground when he goes up to swing at the ball, okay? Tying into that, if we're gonna go up more aggressively and be more explosive on our serve, I want you guys to start to push the toss a little farther into the court. All right, if we're creating this more explosive move, we got to get a ball that's kind of forcing us to get higher and farther into the court when we make contact. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at a few more here, see if he gets that left hip pushed out a little more. In turn, getting a little more knee bend and a little more explosion out of the ground, and start to see if he can drift that toss a little more into the court, okay? Here we go, Mark. Very good. Let's see that in slow motion here, you guys. Watch those positions. Really, really good. All right, so right off the bat, the sound that serve makes, you guys, is way bigger than the first serve he hit. He looks way more like a pro at that point. So even if you don't see a 30-mile-per-hour increase in your serve, maybe you see 5 or 10, but again, the confidence of knowing that you're in the positions that the pros are in is a really powerful thing. And Mark right there is hitting a serve that's going to be very tough for high-level players to return. So go out, work on becoming more explosive on the serve by hitting those 3 key points, okay? And that's all I got for you guys today. So please click like below this video, and if you happen to be watching on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks, and we'll see you guys soon.